Good morning, students. This is Sridhar, your physics lecturer. We are starting a new session which is called friction. Here, a new session we are calling as a friction in the Ramanuja Vidya Mandir. In the previous session, we have completed about force of tension in the laws of motion. Today also we are continuing the laws of motion. In that laws of motion, one of the important concept is called friction. Then what is the purpose of the friction? What is the use of the friction, and what are the disadvantages of the frictions if you consider here? The disadvantages comparatively, let us start with our daily life, how friction plays an important role. We are able to walk on the floor because of the frictional force acting between the foot surface and our floor surface. And we are able to hold the pen. We are able to hold the glass. Such all the things are possible by concept of friction. A vehicle is rolling, a vehicle is moving on a road, that is causes by friction. Without sliding the vehicle, friction is helping to move. Here disadvantages also be there. Because of the friction, the total energy, the mechanical energy of machine is converts into heat energy, and wear and tear of tires and tools of the machine is occurs, and the loss of energy is there. To reduce the friction, different situations are there. For the JEE and NEET purpose, it is not that much essential. For the board, it is okay. And coming to point of what is called friction, what is the play of important role of the friction? Here, it is defined as, friction may be defined as the opposing force which comes into play tangentially between two surfaces so as to destroy the relative motion between them. What's called relative motion? Relative motion means two bodies may be in motion. One body is in rest, the second body is under motion. Here, coming into the point, what is an important friction? Here, a body is taken here. Consider a body has taken. This is the body. Upon this body, we are going to apply force here. When you are applying force, the body gets acceleration. That you have know very well. Then mass of the body is m. Then F is equal to, we are taking as ma. If body is on a smooth horizontal surface, all these comes into nature. If it is on a rough surface, when it is on the rough surface, here, even though some bodies are looks like smooth surfaces, when you go in depth or microscopically, the smooth surface also looks like a rough surface. These rough surface, when you apply the force, external force here, frictional force is a self-adjustment force. That self-adjustment force will act opposite direction to the applied force. This opposing force which causes the reducing of the relative motion, therefore acceleration going to be decreases. And then what are the causes of the friction? The cause of the friction, if you consider here, is an interlocking. Maybe it is a plane surfaces, smooth surfaces. When you go in a microscopically, then there is a surface will be there on the interlocking system is there. Because of the interlocking, if I apply force on this block like this, if I apply the force on this block, and then this block will not allow in this direction and will apply an opposing force in this direction because of interlocking. Frictional force also a electromagnetic force like tension force in the string. What is called tension force in the string? You have seen there is an attractional force between the molecules of the thread, and attractional force between the molecules of the thread and block which is connected to string is known as electromagnetic interaction. So then if you compare here, coming to point, if you compare, a block is kept over here, a block is kept on a surface, this is the block is kept on the surface, it is a rough surface. Now on this rough surface, what kind of situation will be there? What kind of there is a two forces I told, attractional forces. This is the molecules of the force, these are the molecules of the block, and these are the molecules of the surface. I told you frictional force is act tangent to the surface which will reduces the relative motion. Then how it is? These molecule attracted by these molecule. So the attractional force between the molecules of the surface and block will causes the friction which will act tangent to the surface, and the resultant force of these intermolecular force or attractional force between the molecules which is opposite direction to the applied force, and this force is we are calling as frictional force. This frictional force will reduce as the relative motion of the bodies, and then acceleration automatically going to be decreases. You have seen what is the cause of the friction. The cause of the friction is nothing but there is an attractional force acts between the molecules of the block and the surface, and that attractional may be cohesive forces or may be adhesive forces. What is mean by cohesive force? The attractional force between the molecules of different bodies we are calling as cohesive force. I am able to hold this pen. I am going to stick a paper on wall with gum. Paper molecule attracted by gum and wall molecules. That is called adhesive. That is the reason adhesive forces. Here these are two different molecules, molecules of the surface and molecule of the block attracting each other. This attractional force will not allow this block to slide in this direction, and that force we are calling as frictional force. That frictional force reduces the relative motion, and this is the cause of the friction. Coming to point, what are the types of the friction? There are generally types of friction is three types. Three types of frictions are available. Three types of friction force. There are three types of frictional force. That one is static friction. That is called static friction. What is mean by static friction? An opposing force encountered by body when the body is under static, we are calling as static friction. The static friction will not allow the body to move in the direction of the applied force. You remember one point? Whenever there is no applied force externally acting on body, frictional force is absence. When a force is applied on the body, then frictional force comes into play. Here static friction we are defining as a opposing force encountered by body which will reduces the relative motion under static position, we are calling as static friction. How it is going to be static friction? Here a block is rest on the rough horizontal surface, and then I have applied an external force F there, and here automatically the force is acts in opposite direction to the applied surface of the body which is tangent to surface. That is called static friction F. In the next slide we are going to see what is the value of the static friction, how the static friction will depends upon applying force. And second one is kinetic friction. Second one is kinetic friction or then dynamic friction. Dynamic friction. An opposing force encountered by body which reduces relative motion under the motion of the body, we are calling as kinetic friction. This is called kinetic friction. F is the force applied, and this is the force we are calling as the kinetic friction. There is a different relations are there between the static friction and kinetic friction. Let us see in depth. Third type of friction is rolling friction. Third type of friction is rolling friction. This friction is acts whenever a body is rolls on the rough horizontal surface. Now the friction is encountered. The opposing force encountered by body, which will reduces the motion of the body, is calling as rolling friction, that is represented by Fr. So there are three types of frictions are there. While solving the numericals in JEE side and NEET side and advanced side, first of all you should know that what kind of the value of the friction is acting on the body. That compulsory you have to notice. Then only we are going to solve the numerical in the way. Coming to point, what is called loss of the friction. First we learn what is called static friction. Static friction always acts in a direction opposite to that in which the body tends to move. That means here a body is there. Here this is the body is there. I have applied a force F. And this is the rough horizontal surface, and self-adjustment force here is there, that is called static friction is there. It is a self-adjusting force. The force we are calling is self-adjustment. It is not inbuilt force is there. It is a self-adjustment to restrict the motion of the body. Automatically the self-adjustment force is there, that is called static friction. The magnitude of the static friction always equal to force which tends to move the body. The static friction always equal to, here static friction means why the body do not get to move, that means it is under rest. The body is under rest, it is not moving. The resultant of these two forces may zero. When you increase the value of the applied force, the static friction also increases. The maximum static friction is called as limiting friction. Limiting friction. Let us see now what is called static friction. Here, as the force applied on the body, if the force applied on the body is there, body is not able to move on the rough horizontal surface because of the static friction. Now body is under rest. I am increasing the force applied. When increasing the force applied, static friction also increases. At a particular instant value, at a particular value of the applied force, the static friction is converting into limiting friction, that is called maximum static friction. We are calling as limiting friction, that is represented by FL. Then what is the limiting friction will depends. Limiting friction, the value of the limiting frictional force is directly proportional to normal reaction. See now, this is the normal reaction on the body N, and the weight of the body acting in opposite direction. Resultant force in y-axis, in vertical, is equal to 0. That means normal reaction N is equal to what you say, mg. Normal reaction N is equal to mg. Normal reaction N is equal to mg. Therefore, the limiting friction directly proportional to the normal reaction, and then the value of the limiting friction FL is equal to mu s into N, where mu s we are calling as proportional constant and we are calling as coefficient of static friction. Now coefficient of static friction is defining as the ratio of the limiting friction to normal reaction of the body, we are calling as coefficient of static friction. And coming to point here, most important point, sometimes to confuse us, different area of contacts they will give and to ask the ratio of the frictions. Remember, ratio, the force of static friction is independent of area of contact. That is important point. To confuse us, there are some questions are there. To increase the area, what will happen to the limiting friction, they will ask. The friction area, the force of friction does not depends upon area of contact. It is depends upon attractional force and also depends upon applied force here. And then second friction, static friction you have seen, and the value of the limiting friction Fl is equal to mu s into n. Remember this formula while you solving the numericals. Limiting friction is a maximum static friction at which body is ready to move. Till the limiting friction, body is under rest. Second, kinetic friction. Kinetic friction always acts in a direction in opposite to the direction of the body is moving. When a body is moving in positive x-axis, the frictional force is acting in negative x-axis, which will reduces the relative motion. Sir, if sometimes acceleration is 0, here at limiting friction, if you go back the slide, at limiting friction what is going to happen? At limiting friction, applied force is equal to limiting friction. That is, body is under equilibrium. This is calling as equilibrium situation. And after this force F, what is going to be? The body is going to be start and it is moving, and now that friction is acting. That friction is opposite to the direction of the motion. That is calling as kinetic friction. And the kinetic friction is also independent of area of contact. I told you just. And for a small velocities, here keep this point. And what is the loss of the friction if we consider? Kinetic friction, the magnitude of the kinetic frictional force is directly proportional to the normal reaction. And the normal reaction already you have seen, that is calling as mg. Resultant normal reaction will be there under different forces. Later we are going to see while solving the numericals. And frictional force Fk is equal to mu k into normal reaction. Then mu k we are calling as proportional constant and also calling as coefficient of kinetic friction. You must remember that coefficient of static friction must be lesser than coefficient of kinetic friction always. While solving the numericals, automatically you are going to be understand what kind of friction is acting on the body. Now what is called coefficient of static friction? Kinetic friction. Coefficient of kinetic friction is the ratio of kinetic friction to normal reaction. Then this is called kinetic friction, and you have seen the value of kinetic friction. Fk is equal to mu k into normal reaction n. Always not normal reaction, n is equal to mg. There are different cases are there. Let us see what are the cases are going to be happen. And what is mean by rolling friction? We will not discuss that much about rolling friction now. We'll discuss in rotational dynamics in the process of rolling. Of course, in the rolling friction is inversely proportional to the radius of rolling body. A body is there. What kind of bodies can roll? Wheel can roll. Disc can roll. Then sphere can roll. Cylinder can roll. So these all are rolling bodies. So rolling without slipping is there. That is a different concept. Here the friction force is acting opposite to the applied force, and that force we are calling as rolling friction, and rolling friction is inversely proportional to the radius of the body. And rolling friction, remember here also rolling friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction, and the value of the rolling frictional force Fr is equal to mu r into n, where mu r is nothing but proportional constant, and we are also calling as coefficient of rolling friction. And you remember the ratio of the rolling friction is nothing but, this is the rolling friction, static friction, kinetic friction ratio they are giving. Always static friction coefficient more than kinetic friction coefficient, and kinetic friction is more than coefficient of rolling friction. This is the concept. Almost in the Newton laws of motion session, lesser, we won't discuss more about mu r, we will discuss about mu s and mu k. Hope you understand what are called friction. Friction is an opposing force which act in opposite direction to the applied force on body, which will reduces the relative motion. Let us discuss with one example how it is going to be situation. Before that, angle of friction. What is mean by angle of friction? Angle made by resultant of frictional force and normal reaction with normal is called angle of the friction. Let us say how it is going to be explained. Here this is a rough horizontal surface. This is the rough horizontal surface. Upon this rough horizontal surface, a block is kept. This is the block. This block is kept. Mass of the block is said to be m. Now here this is center of mass of the block. N is normal reaction. This is called normal reaction. Normal reaction on the block given by the floor. It is also a contact force. Frictional force also a contact force. Normal force is a contact force which is perpendicular to the surface. Frictional force is a contact force which is tangent to the surface. Now here it is coming to point. Frictional force is here. This is called frictional force. This is force of friction, FL. FL is limiting friction. Of course we have applied force. The resultant, these two, if you consider here, normal reaction, limiting friction perpendicular to each other, using parallaxes theorem, using parallelogram law of vector addition, resultant of these two forces, limiting friction and normal reaction, resultant of these two forces is here. This is calling as resultant R. Resultant is R. R is resultant of normal reaction and limiting friction, and the angle made by the resultant with normal we are calling as angle of the friction. We are calling as angle of friction. Now you can consider, you can construct FL is a vector, normal reaction is a vector. Now you can draw a vector, what's equal vector of FL. This is equal vector of FL. This is normal reaction. Then what we can say? Tan phi is equal to, tan phi is equal to opposite by side. That opposite means limiting friction, FL by side n. That means here therefore tan phi is equal to, what is the value of FL? Mu s into n, and by n, nn gets cancelled, and hence tan phi is equal to mu s. The value of coefficient of static friction is equal to tan of angle of friction. Sometimes they will give a question based on this formula. What is called angle of friction? Angle of friction is nothing but angle made by resultant of frictional force and normal reaction. With normal we are calling as angle of friction. Then tan phi is equal to, we are defining as mu s. Tangent of angle of friction, tan of angle of friction is coefficient of static friction. This is called angle of friction. Let us discuss here what are one example I want to say. It is a horizontal rough surface. Boys, this concept you are going to understand what kind of situation, how the limiting friction is comes into role, how the kinetic friction comes into role. This is a block of mass m. This is the block is there. Mass of the block is taken as m is equal to 1 kg. Let us take 1 kg enough. Here this is a variable force I am applying here. F is the applied force. I can increase the force. I can increase the force F. Now mu k, that means coefficient of static friction, coefficient of kinetic friction depends upon nature of the surfaces. Let us say mu k, mu s is equal to coefficient of static friction is given as 0.5. Coefficient of kinetic friction mu k is equal to given as 0.4. Mass given, mu s given, mu k given. Therefore, let us find out what is called limiting friction, FL. Limiting friction FL is equal to mu s into normal reaction N, that is nothing but mu s into mg, because normal reaction is N is in upward direction, mg is in downward direction. Under this situation, here FL is equal to mu s mg. The value of limiting friction FL is equal to 0.5 into 1 into 10. That's the value. FL is equal to how much it is going to be? 5 newtons. The value of limiting friction is 5 newtons. Similar to that, let us calculate the value of the kinetic friction. The kinetic frictional force at this surface for this block, Fk is equal to, that is mu k into, again we are calling as mg. Mg is normal reaction. Now in this situation mg is normal reaction. Then Fk is equal to 0.4 into 1 into g is 10 I can take. Then the value of the kinetic friction is nothing but 4 newtons. Now you have noticed that limiting friction is lesser than, limiting friction is more than kinetic friction, Fk and Fl. Now coming to point. What is happening? I will take a board. I will take it as a situation like what will happen in the different scenario. Serial number, value of the force and value of the friction, acceleration of the body at the situation. What is the diagram? First we will go for diagram, then acceleration will. Then diagram in that scenario, diagram and situation, and then acceleration formula. Let's see situation serial number 1. Here in the previous scenario, let us force, I will take it as F is equal to 1. I am starting with F is equal to 1 Newton. Well, I am starting F is equal to 1 Newton. What is the value of the friction is going to be limiting friction? Then in that situation, F is equal to 1 Newton, which is lesser than limiting friction. Now next table you can consider 1 Newton applied. Now the applied force is lesser than limiting friction. Now under this situation, what kind of diagram is going to be? Here it is limiting friction is there, Fl, and here is the applied force F. Acceleration is going to be 0. Body is under rest. Body is under rest. It is not moving. And second situation, F is equal to 2 newtons applied. 2 Newton force is which is lesser than limiting friction. Whenever it is lesser than limiting friction, and the same situation will repeat, and then acceleration is going to be 0. And third situation, F is equal to 3 newtons applied, and then force F is lesser than limiting friction. Again body is in rest, acceleration is going to be 0. And fourth situation, 4 newtons are applied. Now 4 newtons are applied. Again applied force is lesser than limiting friction. Same situation is repeating, and acceleration is going to be 0. And then fifth situation, if we consider 5 Newton force applied, I am increasing the value of the force here, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that increasing. We have identified there are two types of frictions. that is called 5 newtons here. Then here in that situation, force F is equal to limiting friction. This is calling as situation equilibrium condition. After this force 5 newton, body is slides. Now this is limiting friction and this is called applied force. Under this situation also acceleration is 0. Now body is at rest only. Still the body is at rest. Sixth situation. Now 6 newton force is applied on the body. Whenever 6 newton force is applied on the body, applied force is more than limiting friction. When applied force is more than limiting friction, in that situation, here body kinetic friction, it is already crossed the friction, crossed the limiting friction. Then under that situation, kinetic friction comes into play on this rough horizontal surface. This is the force applied. F is that. At that situation, acceleration is there. Acceleration A is equal to applied force in positive x-axis direction, frictional force in negative x-axis direction by mass of the block is m. This is the acceleration of the body under kinetic friction. If only friction, if it is a smooth surface, the frictional force value is going to be 0, then F by m only there. Acceleration is more than on smooth surface comparatively rough surface. So this is the situation plays an important role to solve questions during this process. Let us see one question. What is going to happen in the situation? Here it is a truck is given. You know already what is called pseudo force. How pseudo force comes into picture, you know. This is a truck is given. Truck moving on. I am not discussing of frictional force between road and tires. Let us, a block is kept on here. This is the block. Mass of the block is said to be m. Mass of the block is said to be m. Acceleration of the truck is at. Acceleration of the truck is 80. Truck acceleration is 80. Then this is a rough horizontal surface. This situation is looking like it is present on a rough horizontal surface. Now what kind of forces are going to be act? There is a pseudo force acting opposite direction to the acceleration of the truck on the block. That is called pseudo force. That pseudo force is in opposite direction to the direction of the acceleration of the truck. Then another force acts because of it is rough surface. This is called which one? Frictional force F. If the pseudo force is equal to limiting friction, block is at steady. Under the total journey of the truck, block will not slide on the rear end of the truck. If the pseudo force is, now situation is, if the pseudo force Fs is, the pseudo force called Fs is, if you consider pseudo force, if pseudo force is, Fs is the pseudo force, if the pseudo force is equal to limiting friction between the surface of the truck and mass, then block do not slides. Block does not slides. Block does not slide. If the pseudo force Fs is more than limiting friction, then block is going to be slide. Block is going to be slide. Now with what acceleration is block going to be slide? Opposite acceleration of the truck. Once you are getting the acceleration, then what is the time to leave this end by this block? How much time it will take? By timing the block is leaving the truck, how much distance moved by truck, everything you can identify. Then what is the acceleration? Whenever in this situation, if the pseudo force is more than limiting friction, then kinetic friction comes into play. If Fk is the kinetic friction, in that situation, let us say pseudo force is F is equal to mass into acceleration of the truck. Pseudo force Fs is equal to mass into acceleration of the truck. This pseudo force always acting opposite to the direction of the truck motion. And here, now what is the acceleration here? Then applied force is F. If you consider the block is over here, this is the mass of the block. This is applied force now. Pseudo force is applied force, that is nothing but m into at. And here this is what we are going to be explained. What is this? This force is called kinetic friction. Now this is called acceleration of the block. Block will accelerate, will act in opposite direction. So therefore in that situation, resultant force on the block Fr is equal to resultant force, which is in negative x-axis direction. Resultant force, the block is going to fall like this. That is pseudo force, this value pseudo force, that is nothing but pseudo force minus Fs plus Fk, that is called kinetic friction. Therefore we can say like this: total force Fr, resultant force Fr is equal to pseudo force is nothing but, you can take it as totally minus, pseudo force is mass of the block into acceleration of the truck minus frictional force is mu k, coefficient of kinetic friction, into mass of the block, acceleration due to gravity. Now Fr means, according to Newton's second law, mass into acceleration. Acceleration of the block B is equal to mass of the block into acceleration of the truck minus mu k mg, and then acceleration of the block AB is equal to, that is by taking like this, acceleration at minus mu kg. This is the acceleration of the block when pseudo force is more than limiting friction. Now using this force, using this acceleration, you can identify how much time it is taken. For example, this is end of the truck, this value is given as x. How much time it will take to leave this block, the truck surface? They will ask time. So using this concept, you can find x is equal to half into acceleration of the block B into t square you can take. Then time you can get it now. Time t is equal to root under 2x by acceleration of the block. This is the acceleration of the block, acceleration of the truck minus mu k into g. Then this is the time taken by the block to leave the truck surface under the situation. Generally, whenever this kind of situation is asking, you have to go through first what kind of pseudo force, how much the force acting on the block. If that value is lesser than the limiting friction or equal to limiting friction, body do not slide. You have to go through what is the frictional force acting on the body. If they ask, you can go through the formula, limiting friction formula. If the pseudo force is more than the limiting friction, that time definitely block will slide backward. Means if the truck is going forward, the block is going to slide backward with an acceleration AB is equal to AT minus mu k into G. In the numerical, they will give the distance between the block and end of the truck. While truck is moving in forward direction, block is going in backward direction and leaving the truck surface. What is the time taken to leave the truck surface means normal application only you can take. Initially block is at rest, we consider kinematics formulas you can use. X is equal to half AB into T square. This formula you can incorporate. And they will ask also, while leaving the block, what is the velocity of the block? While leaving the block truck surface, what is the velocity again? You go through v square minus u square is equal to 2as you can use. While leaving the block truck surface, what is the velocity? V square minus u square is equal to 2 into acceleration of the block into distance x. Then u is 0, then velocity v is equal to root under 2ab into x. Here ab already we have proved. Acceleration of the block is equal to acceleration of the truck minus mu k into g. This formula you can use to find the velocity of the block while leaving the truck surface. And then distance traveled by truck or displacement of truck, because it is moving in a horizontal motion, it is a straight line motion. Under straight line motion, distance is equal to displacement. Then displacement of the truck you can finalize. Displacement of the truck while block leaving the surface. While block is leaving surface. Now already displacement of the truck ST, displacement of the truck is equal to UT, initial velocity of the truck into T, plus half into acceleration of the truck into T square. Use this formula over here. Then in that situation, time T is equal to nothing but root under 2x by AB formula you can use. You can put over here and you can find also displacement of the truck. Sometimes they will ask what is the relative velocity of the block and truck while leaving the surface of the block. The time also you can put the relative motions. Once you get the acceleration of the block, everything is automatically using kinematic equation you can find what is the parameters of the motion of the block. I hope you understand what is given in this part. And coming to point, another situation. Yeah, this is a horizontal rough surface, is a table. This is the table. On a rough horizontal table, a block is given here. This is the block. Now this block of mass 2 kg given, and then here a spring get connected of constant k, spring constant k, and then another block is there. That block is said to be, otherwise we'll do one thing, we'll go through, we remove the spring, we'll keep string, we'll keep the string like this. This is the string, inextensible string of 1 kg block which are kept on rough horizontal surface. Then we have applied a force F is equal to, here force F is equal to 10 Newton force is applied. Then the value of the surface mu k is equal to given as 0.4. Then find the tensional force in the string. They will ask T is equal to how much? In the tensional force in this block, T is equal to how much they will ask. Now in that situation, already in the previous session already I told, whenever it is 0.5, mu s is given as 0.5, the limiting friction on 2 kg block you can identify, and 1 kg block also can identify. Let us see what kind of frictional force is acting on 2 kg block and 1 kg block. If you consider for 2 kg block over here, this is the 2 kg block. Here on the 2 kg block, who is the responsibility get an acceleration? Here The acceleration of 2 kg block is given by the tensional force in the string. This is the acceleration of the block. Both are having same acceleration. And what kind of force is acts here? A frictional force is acting. So let us take this situation how it is. Tensional force, here tensional force is more than the limiting friction, then only 2 kg block is going to be slide. Then only 2 kg block is going to be slide, otherwise it will not slide. And if you consider the 1 kg block, here 1 kg block if I consider, on 1 kg block 10 Newton force is applied, and there is a frictional force is there, same amount of mu k and mu s will be there, and F is the frictional force and then T is the tensional force. That means resultant force is Fr. Now write this is the free body diagram. Now equation of motion for 1 kg block if I write, mass I will take it as m1, acceleration A is equal to, acceleration A is equal to tension T, which one, force 10 Newton is applied, F minus T plus frictional force F. Frictional force F. I will remove the mu s value, I will give only mu k value. Let us take that, this value is hidden, and let us take that, let us see here. Coming to point, what is the value of the frictional force here upon this block? The frictional force on this block Fk is equal to mu k into m1 into g. Then here mass 1 kg into acceleration A is equal to how much force is applied? 10 Newton force is applied, and tension T, now frictional force is 0.4 into 1 into 10, the value is 4, T plus 4. This is the acceleration you are getting there, say equation 1. In the second situation also, if you consider the responsibility of the acceleration by two forces are there, the resultant force here Fr is equal to, I will take it as tensional force is along positive x-axis and frictional force is along negative x-axis. And if the frictional force Fk is equal to 2 into, that is mu k 0.4 into acceleration due to gravity 10 value you can take, then frictional force Fk is equal to, then 4 into 2, that is called 8 Newton is there. Then here 2 kg into acceleration A is equal to tension T minus 8 Newton force is there. This is in equation 2. Add equation 1 and 2, you will get acceleration. Adding equation 1 plus equation 2, then you will get 2 plus 1 into acceleration A is equal to 10 minus T minus 4 minus T minus 8. Then here T and T, 2T is there. This time. Okay. Again, let us going to be, then 2 plus 1 into acceleration I have added here, that is 10 minus T minus 4 and plus T minus 8. Tensions are going to be cancels. Then acceleration A is equal to 10 minus 4, 6 minus 8 minus is taken. 6 minus 8 minus 2 by 3 meter per second square. It is deaccelerates. Is going to be deaccelerates. So 2 kg block is unable to move. So now you have to go through the situations here. Okay, students, may you understand that what is the way of solving the numericals. Coming days completely we are going to be discuss of a good number of applications on friction. Thank you.